Good morning, Super Kids. Good morning. Good morning. Let me know in the comments if you are here and who you are and where you are from. Miss Dana? Miss Dana! Ugh. Isn't Miss Dana late? I told her that we start at 10 a.m. Central every Saturday. And you know, we've been doing this for 22 episodes. This is our 22nd episode. Can you believe it? All right. I am looking for my Super Kids. Let me know if you are here. Oh my goodness. Dana? I think we need some Super Kids to maybe help call her. Ready? Dana! Dana! Dana, 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 Dana! Dana! Dana, Dana!
Oh.
Hi, Dana, good morning!
I'm really stressed out.
I see that you have your hand on your head like this, and your face is a little scrunchy. Can you tell me? What's up? Oh, Miss Dana, I can't hear you, friend. Can you tell me what's up?
Yeah, my room is really messy.
Your room is really messy? Okay. Okay. Oh, I see that you just took
Like,
a
look. It's just, and then yesterday, look.
Oh, goodness.
There's all this stuff on the floor, and I can't even do my doodles. And hey, there's you, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, look at that mess.
I hear you. I hear you. All right. All right. I'm waiting for some Super Kids in the comments, and I'm not seeing any yet.
I'm really overwhelmed.
I hear that you're overwhelmed. I hear that you might be feeling a little bit like Cyclone.
Yeah, like I was so excited to do Super Kids. I don't even have my cape on or my mask on because I can't even find it. I mean, look at this. I got dishes, and I got like look at all that. Look at all those. What is happening?
I hear you. So I'm noticing, Dana, that there's some things on the floor, and I'm noticing that there's some things on your desk, and I see baby son here. Good morning. All right, baby son. So I see, oh my goodness, the camera's going all topsy-turvy. So Dana's office is super messy. And Miss Dana is feeling a little bit overwhelmed, and I think maybe she might be spiraling just a little bit like Cyclone. So I'm wondering if our Super Kids might help Dana get out of overwhelm. All right, so Miss Dana, I see you showing us all the things. And when we have a lot of things, like I'm noticing the crumbs and the papers, and you say you can't even doodle because things are all over your desk. And when I see so many things, I sometimes start to tear up, and I sometimes start to make my scrunchy face and go like this and feel super overwhelmed because I just don't know where to start, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm wondering if my Super Kids can help you and help us find a starting place of what to do first. So I noticed that when you were talking, you were kind of doing a brain dump of all the things, right? You were saying there's crumbs here and there's papers here and I can't do my doodles and this spilled and this and this and this, right? And you kind of listed all of the things that there was to do.
It's just too hard. It's too much. I can't do all of that.
It is so much. So I'm wondering if we help with just a little bit of DJ Break It Down. What do you think?
Okay, I think so. Can the Super Kids help me? Like, can they break it down?
They can absolutely help you.
I'm gonna put this here. Let's see if it doesn't fall over.
Okay.
Can you see me?
I can see you.
Okay.
All right. So Yingqing, is this you that's here? I'm wondering if you can help. And our other Super Kids that are here, I'm wondering if you can help us too. So when Miss Dana listed all of the things, I'm wondering where a good starting place. I wonder if we can pick one easy thing that we can do first. The socks on the cardboard. We might need a better clue, Ying Ching. Is it that sock? Is it her lap sock that might be in the wrong place?
That sock is Mr. Wormy for my lap.
Mr. Wormy for your lap, yeah. And sometimes if we pick one specific thing in the whole pile, it's kind of like an I Spy game. And sometimes it might be a little bit tricky when there's a big mess to find that one thing. Oh, that was such a big deep breath, Dina. I see that helping. Yeah, it is. Is it, how do you say that name, Miss Dina? Yeah, he? You'll have to give me a rhyme. All right. All right, what else could we start with? I noticed that, Hannah Wilkinson is here. I noticed that there were crumbs on your desk. There were little white papery things, little balls on your desk. I wonder if we could start and scoop all those up into our hands. So I want all our super kids to help scoop all those up in our hand. Oh my goodness, Miss Dana.
It's confetti.
It's confetti? Are you blowing confetti at me?
Yeah. Isn't it funny?
It is so funny. It's like going into the screen all like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Miss Dina, do you want to blow your confetti one more time and then maybe scoop it up into your fist like this? All of our super kids are going to help you. Ready? All right. Let's scoop all our confetti up.
But I can't. There's all this paper.
Okay. So you're having a difficult time scooping up the confetti? Is that not a great starting point? Oh, I see. All right. I wonder,
so it doesn't come to the floor. Some does, but the rest is on the paper.
I hear you. Okay. So that might not be the best starting place. And it's okay. You know what? It is okay to try something and then have to tweak it, right? So
this was more fun. Can I do this instead?
I see you. I see you. One of our super kids, though, has a suggestion. So I wonder if we can try his suggestion next. He said, I think the paper on the floor might be a better starting place. I wonder, though, there's a lot of papers on the floor. I wonder sometimes if I pick a number, that helps me. So I wonder if we can pick up, super kids, give me a number. Give me a number between 1 and 10. 1 and 10. Give me a number between 1 and 10. And we're going to see how fast Miss Dana can pick up that amount of paper. She's already doing it. Oh, my goodness. If I don't see a number, I'm going to have to pick. Let's see. I wonder if Miss Dana can pick up 6. 6 pieces of paper and put it in a pile. Is that your pile, Miss Dana?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my goodness. That's more than 6. All right. Now, I wonder, do you think we should take that pile and put it somewhere so it's off of your desk? Where would be a good spot to put that pile of paper?
Maybe over there.
Okay. All right. So that's your second step. So first, we got the paper. Second, we're going to take the pile. All right, super kids, I feel like wiggly, so I'm going to pretend I'm taking all my paper. I'm moving it like this.
Oh, that was heavy. That's a lot of work.
Okay. Is it on your shelf?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, super kids. Can we see like the floor again and the desk? So our super kids, we have a lot more friends here. I see Lisa Spears is here watching with her super kids. I wonder what our next step is. I see, is that like a plastic bucket on the floor right there, Miss Dana?
Yeah, it's the lid to my markers for doodling.
Oh, amazing. All right.
But I don't like the lid on there because we're going to draw.
I wonder if we put the lid on the bottom or the lid maybe to the side.
Maybe here.
Maybe there. I think that's a much better spot. Okay. Let's see. Is that your dishes?
Yeah, I did. I worked all day yesterday.
Oh, and I see a coffee cup. I wonder.
It's got a bunch of my paper in it.
It does have a bunch of your paper in it. I wonder if that might be the next step because I kind of see that like as a box or like a category. I wonder if we can find all of the dishes and put them in a pile to be ready to take upstairs to the kitchen.
Can the Super Kids help me?
They can help you. All right, SuperKids is kind of like an I Spy game. I see a coffee mug. Let me know in the comments what she should get next. All right, where should she put that coffee mug? I saw some other dishes. Dana, move your camera this way. Let's look. Keep moving your camera. I'm looking for dishes. I found some. I see a spoon and a bowl. Go back. Go back this way. Go back this way. Yeah. I see more dishes, Dana. So I wonder if we put the coffee mug and all the dishes like together.
How? They don't fit together.
I wonder, does that little bowl fit in the other bowl? Like if you take the spoon out? Kind of. All right. And then I wonder if the bowls stack on top of the plate.
I don't think I can carry all that.
Well, I wonder, I know you have other people in your family, right? So I wonder if maybe one of your Super Kids or maybe Super and Love and Pickle could help you. But for right now, it's just kind of all in a pile. And then when you're done with Super Kids Saturday, maybe your next step could be taking it to the kitchen. Ooh, that was a big other deep breath. I love deep breaths. I wonder if our Super Kids can do some box breaths with us before we do our next thing. Because we cleaned up a lot so far. We cleaned up the papers and we cleaned up the lid for the markers.
Hey, Miss Caitlin, they're seeing my secrets.
They're seeing your secrets? Oh.
Yeah. Oh. For our challenge.
For our challenge
for grown-ups.
Grown-ups?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Super grown-ups. If you haven't registered yet, it is a free challenge. CalmTheChaosWorkshop.com. Yeah. We have a lot of secrets. That's all the stuff that we're teaching to our super grown-ups.
I can't doodle for our lesson today.
Okay. I think our Super Kids will understand, but I wonder if we are ready for a box breath. I know I've been talking a lot and I need a box breath because I can't clean everything at once. And I can't be a good helper with everything at once. So I'm going to take some box breaths for me. Like I'm painting. Oh, Miss Dana, I see us feeling so much better. Yeah.
But my desk is still so messy.
Well, let's look at our Progress Princess. Can you tell me what we did clean up so far? Do you remember? I just said it a minute ago, but I'm wondering what we did clean up.
My papers.
We cleaned up your papers. You put them in a big, big pile, and then you went like this and put them all on your shelf. Yeah. What else did we clean up? And I know you love your confetti. Confetti cleanup is probably going to be last because I see you love playing with it.
Yeah.
What else did we clean up, though? We cleaned up your papers. What else did we clean up?
A lid.
A lid to your markers. We cleaned up a lid to markers. So we cleaned up several things so far. And then we cleaned up one more thing. Remember we took the mug and we put that in a pile?
This one?
Oh, did you find another mug?
No, this is just
that's a decoration mug. No, you had one with like leftover coffee and confetti.
Oh, these?
Yeah, and we put them all in a pile. So when you were ready, you could take them up to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Look. We were like Progress Princess.
No, you're right. Can I move these too so I can doodle?
Yes. All right, let's help Miss Dana move her papers.
Is it okay if I'm just hiding them for now?
It is okay if you were just hiding them for now. Yeah, we use a lot of Did you find a clapper?
Wait, what are we doing?
I was dancing with you.
Oh.
But
I was playing. I'm done cleaning.
Okay. We used a lot of DJ Break It Down today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that you're a little bit less overwhelmed, are you ready to say hello to so many of our Super Kids watching today?
I think so.
Okay. Dana, I noticed so much of what you did well. I know it feels like there's still a lot to be done, But you took box breaths and you took deep breaths, and we made forward progress on your room because we chunked it down. I think we all need to give Miss Dana some like sparkly fingers like this and say, woohoo, Miss Dana. Can we do that, Super Kids? Ready? Woohoo, Miss Dana. Oh, she's got the confetti again. All right. I think Miss Dana, I know my plan was for Miss Dana to clean up her confetti. But I think Miss Dana over here loves her confetti. So she might have a different plan than I do on how to clean that up. Maybe she has a special little place on her desk that way when she feels like blowing it to all the Super Kids, it's ready. Yeah, I think we should empower Miss Dana on how she wants to do her confetti and where she wants to put it. All right. So Miss Dana, where are we at today? Oh, I cannot hear you, Miss Dana. I cannot hear you.
Okay.
Now I can.
This reminds me of when Miss Flora this week with learning in school.
Yeah.
Her teacher asked her to do a whole lot for her writing, and she got really upset.
Okay.
And she cried, and she said, I can't do it. I can't remember anything. And it really made her sad.
Mm-hmm.
And this reminds me, I wonder if this would work for her to break down her writing assignment.
Ooh, that sounds like a good plan. I wonder if our other
hear you.
You can't hear me now?
Try again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Do you think it would work for her?
I think so. Is there feedback on your end?
No, I mean, would it work for Flora?
It would work for Flora. Is there sound feedback on your side, or are we all good? Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder, our Super Kids, if you are in school, if you are maybe at school at home and have projects, if you're doing school on the computer, like for e-learning, and you have projects or homeworks, and you're like, I just don't know where to start, or maybe
we had a Super Kid who submitted a video about this, Miss Caitlin.
We did?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Let's show.
Yeah, you gotta see this. It's the coolest thing ever. Hold on. I pull him over here. I tried to get it big, but it won't go big. So.
Okay. Tell you that my name is Xavier, and I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna tell you that this is a stop monster. It's called Doobie Doo. I had it. My mom said I needed to pick up books, so I called on Mr. Inchy because I thought it was too much. So it was two, and that was a lot. So I picked out one at a time. And Mr. Inchy get rid of Doobie Doo in my brain. Bye.
So cool.
I am feeling so much more like a super kid.
I am too.
I put my cape on.
I am too, but I still haven't found mine. So I think it was Xavier, right? Yeah, and he's in the comments. So can we maybe make a plan for our Super Kids? Super Kids, have you ever been overwhelmed with a project like Xavier and his books, like Miss Dana in my room, or like Miss Flora and her writing?
Or like me when I have to put laundry away and fold laundry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think about, we've got this challenge coming, Miss Caitlin.
We do.
And for the super parents, and there's a lot of stuff. And yesterday I felt really overwhelmed with that. And I even cried.
Yeah.
And
grown-ups cry sometimes too.
Yeah. It just felt so overwhelming. Like I'd never get it done. And so maybe we can make a doodle plan, an action plan for our Super Kids when they get overwhelmed. Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think they want that?
I don't know. They're pretty quiet today.
Type yes if you would like a plan on what to do when you get overwhelmed with school.
Yeah.
Y-E-S. Y-E-S if you want that.
There we go. Lisa says yes. Lisa's a new one here. Lisa, what is SuperKids' name? Let us know. Oh.
Brandy is saying yes. Let us know your SuperKids names. This is all about our SuperKids today. Valerie's saying yes. Yay, we have so many new friends. Oh, I see tidying my bedroom. It's from Diane, her SuperKids.
Yeah. I don't like cleanup. When I was a kid, I didn't like cleaning up either. It used to really stress me out. Yeah. Elon. William. Diane says yes. All right.
Is it Elon or is it Elin? Give us a run. Let us know how to say it correctly. Michaela, she's out of town tonight, trying to prepare for when she gets back. Love it. Yeah. You definitely watch this on the replay with her.
Yeah. So.
All right, Miss Dana. We have so much confetti.
Okay. So they said when our room is messy, right? So when we're overwhelmed, that's a big word. What does our body look like when we're overwhelmed?
Oh, we talked about this. Elin. That's how you say the name. Elin. All right. So overwhelmed. Let's clap out that word. Overwhelmed. Now remember a few weeks ago, for those that were here, we took our Mr. Potato Head and we started at our head and went to our toes, and we talked about what our individual body does when we are overwhelmed. So do you remember our head? What does our head do sometimes when we're overwhelmed? I know for me, my head kind of gets into certain things a lot. And I have all the thoughts and all the things I have to do. And oh my goodness, it really stresses me out. And remember, for me, my eyes get really big when I get stressed out. But Miss Dana, your eyes do something different.
When I get stressed out, I to get small, or I start to cry.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I hear you. All right. Mario is 8. He's having such a hard time with virtual learning because it's all too much. We got you, Mario.
I think we got him.
Overwhelmed plan today. I'm curious what your body does when you get overwhelmed. SuperKids, if your grown-ups need to type, you need to tell them the answer. Or for some of our SuperKids, you might be able to type yourself. So I want to know what your eyes do. What does your face do? Does it get scrunchy like this? Sometimes my face gets like, or sometimes like my shoulders and my arms, I get kind of like Hulk, and I'm like, right?
So how are we gonna do our plan?
Okay, so I noticed that when you were overwhelmed, you kind of just needed some space at first, just to kind of get everything out and kind of do a brain dump of everything that you needed to do. And I, as a super grown-up, kind of give you that space to just list out everything.
Do I have to write it down?
You do not need to write it down. I am a writer. I love to write things down. But you know what my 8-year-old does? He does not like to write, and he really does not like to read when he gets overwhelmed. So he sometimes takes his iPad and has a little recorder on it, and or like a phone, something that has a recording option, and he'll do a brain dump into the phone, and he'll turn on record, and he'll like, I have to do my spelling, and I have to do my social studies, and then I have to do this, and I have to do this, and he'll record it all, and then when he's feeling a little calmer, he'll play it. Sometimes our SuperKids who like drawing, maybe they're going to draw little pictures. Some of our SuperKids can do that when they're feeling overwhelmed, because that drawing is such a superpower for them that they can draw it. Okay, there is no one right way to do it. Did you hear Miss Dana? Miss Dana told me everything, and then I remembered it and kind of told it back to her. So there's lots of different ways that you can kind of brain dump this, right? And dump all the things that you have to do.
You can put it on Post-it notes too.
Oh, that's a strategy Miss Dana uses.
I like Post-it notes.
Yeah.
And sometimes you said we could draw it.
We could draw it.
And you said that we could speak it.
We could speak it.
So there's all the ways we can dump it. There's a bunch of ways. Wow.
And we have to do it the way our super grown-up says we have to do it, or can we do what's best for us?
What's best for us?
What's best for us. Yeah. Sometimes what works for me does not work for my super kid.
Right?
What works for my super kid doesn't work for my other super kid. I have 4 super kids, and they all have different plans.
But what do we do once we dump it? Because now we just still have a bunch of stuff.
We did. So remember, after you dumped it, we started kind of putting it in categories. Like, you were like, I have my mug, and I have my bowl, and I have my papers, and I have my markers, and I have my lid. And we kind of put it in categories, or like buckets. And we put like all the things that were similar in one. So when you said I have my mug and my bowl and my plate and my spoon, those were all dishes. So we put it all into one bucket. And then when you said I have my Post-its and this paper and this paper, those were all the same. They were all paper, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so we put it all into one kind of bucket, right? And sometimes we might have to even break that down just a little bit more. But when we put it into buckets, it kind of helps our brain kind of categorize it and kind of separate it a little bit and chunk it down, right? Or DJ break it down.
Can I call this group it?
Yeah, you can absolutely call it group it. I like that word.
Okay, so we're taking our stuff and we're saying, all right, this goes here, and then this goes here, and we're kind of like little piles.
Yes, yes. And I see a question in the comments, and I'm curious what you did with Flora. When we want our kids to kind of dump all the things, what did you ask Flora to
I might say something like, wow, I can tell this is really hard, or I can tell this is really overwhelming. I wonder what's overwhelming you. And she just tells me all the things.
Yeah. One of the things, I think I said it to Dana, but one of the things I say a lot is, tell me more.
Yeah.
And that's one of my traits. If I were to tell my kids can you do a brain dump on it? They might not necessarily know what that means in the moment. Sometimes certain words might be a trigger to them. But if I simply say, tell me more, and then give what we call wait time. So for me or for Dana or for our super kids, when we're in overwhelm, sometimes it even takes extra time for it to get out when we write it. Sometimes it takes extra time for it to get from our brain out our mouth, right? And so we just need to give space. So this is a little bit of train your grown-up time. You just have to give that space and that time. All right, so Miss Dina, after we put it in our buckets, what did we do next? Do you remember?
I feel like we put it in an order, like what we were gonna do first and second and third.
That reminds me of the plan that you did with Eli when he was doing his gaming project, and you did those rectangles with the arrows down, remember?
Yeah.
All right.
So what I did with him is there was a box down here that we did, and it said, the end goal, right? So whatever is the end of our journey, I like to make it a game. And so I say, okay, what is the last thing we need? Well, we want a clean room. Right. And so to get to the clean room, what are we going to have to do to get there?
So you do it backwards?
I do.
Oh my goodness, I love this.
Yeah, I go backwards. And I just take my groups and I put them into the here like that. And I save number 1 because it's the one I want to do first. And then I put 1 here, my first step.
Oh my goodness. That is amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. All right. And now I have my steps. And I could use DJ Break It Down with my steps as many times as I needed. Right? So maybe like I noticed Dana was so overwhelmed that maybe just simply when I asked her to find the dishes, maybe that end box was simply collecting all the dishes. And then maybe for number 1, I would put the mug and the bowl and the spoon for the 1, 2, 3. And I break it down super, super small.
Yeah.
For some of our kids, maybe that end goal is simply cleaning your room. And 1 could be maybe the things on the floor. And 2 could be maybe the things on your desk. Yeah. And 3 could be maybe the things, like on your bed.
Yeah. So we use this with SuperKid Eli.
Yeah.
He is 15 and he still really struggles. We actually have come up with a plan together. He only has to clean his floor 1 time a week.
Ooh.
And because he builds a lot of Lego and he builds a lot of really cool scenes with all his characters.
Yeah.
And his floor gets really messy with his projects. And so we came up with a plan together that he only had to clean it once a week. But when he cleans it, it's overwhelming. And so we do this and we break it down to floor, dishes, bed, laundry. And so we break it down to 4 pieces.
4.
If there's more than 4, then he goes and he does his thing. And then later he comes back and he does 4 more.
Oh my goodness. I love that plan. I'm thinking like when Mr. Seth Perler was on with us, we talked about doing homework a lot and making a plan. And I remember that day, I couldn't even find my pencil. And so for some of our kids doing school or e-learning, maybe that bucket 1 is simply all of the materials we need before we start. So before we even start our homework, maybe that bucket 1 is find my pencil, get my folder, and get my book.
Yeah, so sometimes you're right. Sometimes our buckets are too big. So if everything was get materials and then I've also got to eat breakfast and then I've got that I have to do my writing, that's too big. So we can't carry a bucket that's that full. So instead we have to divide that if it's a really big bucket. So I'm going to give a little secret tip up here, what you just talked about.
All right. I'm feeling kind of wiggly. I wonder if all of us can pretend
wiggle. You can wiggle. Maybe they can like pretend to pick up the bucket.
All right.
Right? Oh, so the bucket's way too full.
Oh, you made 1 bucket. Okay, I'm going to put that bucket here. Now my load's a little bit lighter.
Okay, so my bucket's too full. So what I have to do is I have to split that bucket into little cups.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm going to pour some of my bucket in a little cup. Oh, I have a mug right here. All right, I'm going to pretend. Ready? I'm going to set it here. I'm going to pour a little bit in this.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to pour a little bit in this. I'm getting kind of wiggly, Miss Dana.
Yeah, you can pour it.
Okay.
So now, like if it's get materials ready, now you can do my pencils. I can do my paper. I can do my Chromebook. And then once that's done, I can take bucket 2 and I can break that down again.
Yeah. Oh,
and sometimes I don't want to write these and my grown-up makes me write them. And so sometimes just having a blank one like this, I can just touch it and I can say, I am really stressed out about blah, 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 blah. Or my grown-up can say, I see you're really stressed out. I wonder what's going on. Can you tell me more? And then I tell them or draw it or whatever. And then together we group it and I can say, oh, I see this and this and this. Or maybe I only see 1 and then I can break it down and I can just touch it. I don't have to write in it or draw on it. I can just keep using it over and over again.
So maybe we could put it up on the wall or a super special place.
Yeah, you can also, they make these like cover things. I don't have one in my room right now, but we use these with Flora. It's like a plastic cover. And then you can use a dry erase marker over it over and over and over again.
I have one question. Can you answer one question for me? Should the super grown-up decide where we're going to put this? Or should the super kid decide where we're going to put this? Or should they both talk about it together?
You know what, Miss Caitlin?
What?
you know what? You got to do it together.
Really?
But here's the thing. It's not going to work the first time.
You mean it's not going to be perfect the first time, but I have my plan?
Nope.
Oh.
Like, we're humans and we don't work that way. So instead, we're going to make a plan. We're going to try it. And then later, we can tweak it.
Yeah. And should we, like, if it doesn't work the first time, should we get kind of grumpy and like, this too much, it's not working, Marilla?
Nah, I don't think so. I think we should just go, that's interesting. Look how much we did get done. That's interesting. That worked. That didn't work.
Progress princess, like we did with Christina. And we talked about the things that she did get done. Remember, she put the lid on her markers, and she got her papers, and she got her dishes. Oh, Miss Dana, I learned so much today.
I did too. And I see Miss Brandy, Supermom, said it's going to help her. And Brandy, we use this for our whole company.
We do.
Yeah. We teach this stuff inside of our Calm the Chaos program.
Absolutely.
But, yeah. And we've got a free workshop. So Miss Brandy, you should totes come. It starts, what day again, Miss Caitlin?
It starts on October 5th.
That's right, October 5th. And Miss Caitlin, did you know that we have secret videos starting next week in our private Facebook group?
Is that like all the secret stuff that we're teaching?
That was all that secret stuff that I wasn't supposed to show you.
Oh, I'm so excited. What should we do if we want to sign up? I
think they should go to calmthechaosworkshop.com.
calmthechaosworkshop.com. calmthechaosworkshop.com.
Yeah, it's going to be so cool, so empowering. Everybody's going to love it.
I am so excited.
Yeah. Me too.
I feel like I need my calm down toolkit. And
yeah. You know what? I see Miss Emily saying notes, and we forgot to tell them that we can send these. We can get our fancy tech person to help us do notes. They just have to write notes, and I'll take a little picture and send the PDF when we're all done.
Okay, awesome. It might be Monday when they get it, right?
Yes, it might be a couple of days because, family first, and then we'll fix it by Monday.
So just like Emily did in the comments, like
N-O-T. Yeah, N-O-T-E-S. Right?
I'm ready for my calm down toolkit. So SuperKids, remember, we're going to make sure that we have nothing around us while we're moving so we don't bonk into anything or anyone. And we've been doing a lot of calm down toolkits. We did some today. We did our box breaths. We did our deep breathing. Sometimes I like to just stretch. And I like to take my fingertips like this. And I like to pretend I'm reaching all the way up to the clouds like this. Or up to the airplanes. Or up to Superman. Or superhero flying up in the sky. And then I like to reach all the way down to my little pinky toes. Can you touch your toes?
No.
Some of you might be able to touch your knees. Some of you might be able to touch your ankles. Some of you might be able to touch your toes.
I did it. I touched my toes.
Yay! And then I reach all the way up to the sky, to the clouds. Sometimes I like to look up to the clouds and pretend they're pictures of things and use my imagination. It's kind of a rainy day here. I'm in Indianapolis and it's kind of cloudy today. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Miss Dana. Did you notice that Miss Dana's shoulders just went down? Did you catch that? Sometimes when we're overwhelmed, our shoulders are way up like this. And it's kind of a signal to our grown-ups that we might be getting overwhelmed. It's kind of like one of the first signals. And then now when we're all relaxed, our shoulders go down. Do you have any last words, Miss Dana, before we close out and say goodbye?
Miss Caitlin, I don't think so. I think I just want to say that if you are a grown-up that gets overwhelmed, or you are a super kid that gets overwhelmed, it's totally human. It's totally normal. So you just got to DJ break it down. DJ break it down, boom, boom, boom. DJ break it down. Yeah. All right, guys. You are amazing. We love each and every one of you just as you are. Just as you are. get your grown-ups to come to calmthechaosworkshop.com because we're going to start what day?
October 5th.
October 5th. So make sure you are there and ready. It is FREE, which spells free. So make sure your grown-ups are there and having fun. It'll make them super happy and less stressed out and less overwhelmed, which means they'll have more time to play with you. Yay, you! All right, guys, go forth and conquer your day, Super Kids. Bye. Bye.